Hey guys, I'm out here in southeast Wyoming, and we're out here looking for gold. This is my first time being in this area, and I found a nice little gravel bed right here that I'm gonna try out. Um, and so I have no idea what's here. My first time. I've done a little bit of research. Should be gold in the area. It shouldn't be a crazy amount, but we're gonna find out. I've been on my hike in. See, there's still quite a bit of snow. My hike in, I was finding good veins of quartz with good sulfides. Sulfides are mineral bearing pockets within the quartz. And doesn't mean there's gold in it, but it's a good sign. And so I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna start panning. I'm gonna do a few test pans. All I got today are my pan, to be honest. But yeah, I'll let you guys know what I find. Okay, so we just found our first piece of gold. Second pan, and it is super small. It's a little tiny piece of wire. I might try to get a little picture of it for you, but that's a really good sign. We're on to some gold now. Now we just gotta find where the pay streak is and continue from there. This water is fucking freezing. There's not a whole lot of black sand in this either. So it's all pretty light stuff, so you can pan it pretty fast. Nothing. I'm gonna double check it. Just in case. Nada. On to the next spot. Also curious. I'm kind of just scraping the top layer of this dirt. So I'm curious if I dig down deeper to some older dirt that I might be able to find something. So that might be something I try, or I might try to cut into a bank somewhere too. So I might try to do that. If I don't find anything with that, I'm just gonna continue going downstream, or even maybe upstream, whichever way I feel like, to be honest. It's such a nice day. I'm gonna go down. This is my spot that I was just digging at. Well, my little baby shovel. But I'm gonna try to get deeper, to kind of scrape it all out of the way. Kinda wish I had a bigger shovel. This is a beautiful day out. It's not hardly windy at all. Sun's out. It's probably like 60 or 70 degrees, but the water is cold. All right. Let's see if going down any helped. There's a lot more dirt in this one. So maybe some gold. A little bit of a heavier pan too, a little bit more darks. I'm not sure how much big gold has been found in this area. I know maybe a few thousand ounces have been pulled out of this widespread area and over a ways, not in just this one spot, but over quite a distance. Which is nothing compared to areas like in the middle of the state, like by South Pass, that have pulled out hundreds of thousands of ounces. Maybe not quite that much. It's maybe estimated about 100,000, roughly. But so it's nowhere near that level of gold. Nothing. Let me double check it. There was quite a bit more black sand, which is a good sign. Just means a lot of the heavies were deposited right there. You guys can't really see where I'm working right there, but it's really big gravel, which means the water was moving fast to that area. And so the top level of the sediment is probably, if I were to guess, this is just a theory, the top level is kind of concentrated with that gold because the dirt would fall down and the loose stuff would fly away on top of the old dirt, you know? So maybe that top level has some good stuff, or it's just deeper. Or I'm just not in the right spot. Who knows? Only one way to find out. Nothing. I might try to recheck that spot because maybe it was just a fluke I found that little piece. Hopefully not. Let's see. Because that spot right there, gravel's just bigger. You gotta go farther down for the dirt. The gravel right here is big, but not as big as that. And the layer of dirt is much higher up. Like, it's not as deep. So maybe that's a good sign too. Not sure. I'm gonna work my hypothesis right here by only really taking the top layer. I'm not gonna try to go too deep. If I don't find anything, then I'm gonna try to get deep. If I don't find anything, then I'm gonna move on. You gotta always check the roots too. See that? I don't know, you guys can't see this, but I threw out a clump of roots that still had a bunch of dirt in it. That'll always be a good place to check for gold, right in the roots. I found some pretty good gold right in the roots in previous places. So it's always a good thinking to check. Nothing. Let me double check. Jack shit. I think I'm just gonna move on. I'm gonna find somewhere else. I'm gonna go downstream, upstream. Try to find somewhere better. Cause I don't really know where this gold's coming from. If it was just one tiny piece, it might not be worth it to chase it. But so I'm just gonna continue to move on. Okay, so I found my second piece of gold. It was even smaller than the last one, super small, but I moved downstream. And I was cutting into this tiny bank right here. I don't know if you can see that. So I might just go up and down this, do 1 or 2 more pans, and then probably move on to the next spot. But so yeah. Okay, so I threw my pack back on because I'm gonna be traveling a lot. I'm gonna try to get 5 miles downstream. Take a test pan every once in a while, you know. There's a few good spots back there that I found some small pieces. Nothing like that first one. I know it's already pretty small, but imagine smaller than that. So I'm just gonna keep moving down. I'll keep you guys updated, but nothing too crazy going on right now. Just exploring. Okay, so I just got back to my car. It is like 7 o'clock. Sun's starting to go down. Ended up walking a lot today. Not a whole lot of panning. I would test spot and, I'd test some spots and whatnot and move on. But just a lot of walking. I probably covered at least a dozen miles up and downhill at least, bare minimum. And then, so the only gold we found was in the beginning of the day at that first spot, which is, always happens to me for some reason. I always find gold at the very beginning, and I move on, try to find more. Never do. But not always never do, but you know what I mean. But today was a productive day. A little sunburnt, if you can't tell. But it was a good day, and I am tired after carrying that bag all day long and up and down those hills and knee-deep snow. It's time to go to bed or something. But yeah, thanks for watching.